Hey everyone, Eric Marasco here with the Espresso to Go show. As I'm always doing in the afternoons is having an espresso. So I thought today, as I was preparing, that I'll talk to you a little bit about wearables, and specifically an application process called laser etching and laser applique. And essentially what that is you can see from the shirt that I'm wearing here. This is a performance sweatshirt. Is that my logo is laser etched on the front chest, as well as laser etched across the sleeve. And essentially what laser etching is, in its simplest form, is you take a laser and the machine burns off a very small, minute millimeter, nanomillimeter area, a very thin part of the shirt, and makes a little contrast in the color of the shirt. Generally, dark colors work better for this process than lighter colors because there's a bigger contrast. And certain shirts will work, and certain shirts will not work, depending on the material of the shirt. But there's a lot of fun things you can do with it. You can see here, allows you to do a lot of great things. You can laser over zippers. You can laser the full front, like you see here. You can laser on the sleeve. You can laser across the shoulder. Here you can see an example of this. Here, a darker shirt, lasered. We put Proforma down the front. Kind of a one way of doing it. But the dark definitely has a bigger contrast. Here's another example that we did on a lighter shirt that it doesn't stand out quite as prevalent, or it pops out as much. But that's kind of the point for it as well. And when you have embroidery or sew screening and different things, this is a little more subtle. People kind of look at it and see, oh, what is that? They kind of notice your logo, but it doesn't just jump out in your face like some logos do. And it's kind of a nice, more of a retail feel to the product. Another example is, here's a lighter color, but you can also do it on the back collar. You could do it on the front of the collar. You could do it on the sleeve, maybe down here along the neck of the wrist, on the collar itself, and the front collar right here, maybe depending on what your logo looks like. But there's a lot of fun ways that you can utilize this product. What's great about this also is it's not very expensive. There's no setup fee associated with it. You can do very low quantities, 1 or 2, 3 pieces. It's about $5.50 to $6 range, depending on your quantity. So it's not a huge expense, plus the cost of the shirt, of course. But it's a fun way, a different way of doing it, and it works in some applications, and some applications it doesn't. You really need to make sure that you have a good feel for what the shirt is. Like I said, the darker colors definitely look better, as you can see on this, than the lighter colors because of the contrasting. What also is fun is a lot of the fun old school things you used to do with appliques become a little bit more cost effective. A lot of stuff I'm going to show you here really just adds $10 to $12, depending on the piece or the application, to the cost of a good or a shirt. But you have to go through the old basic way of doing things, where you have more the old fraternity, sorority, letter, chest. Very easy to do this now. They don't have to be sewn on by hand each at a time. You can do a 2-layer, as you can see here. I'm going to go through these really quick, so you can kind of look at some of the different options. But more of a shadow effect. It's kind of fun. T-shirt design, 2 different fabrics on there, laser etched in there. You can cut out the center of it and hollow it out. So kind of a fun way of doing it as well. More of a script font, where you have the script, you have fabric behind it, fabric over the top, it's stitched in. So there's really, really fun, neat ways to create this more of a distressed look, which is especially with the university, high school sector, if you will. The kids love this type of look. You can see here, brushed as well. So there's a lot of fun ways to do this. Even the old tie-dye version, and there's the old furry as well. Kind of looks like a cheetah. So any Dave Ramsey groupies out there, run from your cheetahs. But anyway, I think it's a lot of fun, different ways. I've said it a few times now. I think that's the key behind laser etching, laser applique, is you got to think outside the box a little bit, get a little creative on what you're trying to do. I shouldn't say the sky's kind of limit. There's tons of different things that we can do, but just want to show you some different ways of doing things. So the old traditional sew screening, traditional embroidery. So until next time, it's Eric Marasco, Espresso to Go Show, Proforma Distinctive Marketing. You can always reach me at www.ericmarasco.com. Till next time, you make it a great one. Enjoy the rest of my espresso here. Take care.